Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. Welcome to my kitchen. So, I'm home from work, 6:30, and I'm gonna put something, I don't even know what to call it. It's just gonna be the one pot, I don't know what you're gonna call it. First I'm gonna put a half a cup of margarine in there because that's what I have in the refrigerator. I have butter too, but I'm just gonna use this one stick of margarine that I have left, and we're gonna start melting that. And so I bought one of these Polish kielbasa sausages the other day, and when I make this, Buster, really, okay? Sorry guys, he's got a cough, so everybody knows that he's here. When I buy these, I just kind of look in the refrigerator and see what I have, or in the pantry or whatever. And so I already did go ahead and peel my russet potato. So I'm only going to use one. And I'm going to tilt the camera down. You probably won't see my, face here, but you're going to see what I'm doing, okay? So I'm just going to take my russet potato here. I cut it in half the long ways. And then I'm just going to cube it up in small pieces and throw it into the pot. I don't know what I should even call this when I put it on the video tour. I guess I'll just call it the one pot catch-all, or I don't know, one pot meal. So, but the husband has church tonight, for men's night, and so while he's at church, just thought I would make dinner, and then he comes home because it's not a dinner meeting. So, alright, okay, and I had one sweet potato. So, I should have probably figured out how much this costs, because it's not very expensive. And there's no right or wrong. If you have broccoli in the refrigerator, if you've got carrots and celery, whatever you have, just add it to the pot. Anybody watched that movie a long time ago called Snow... Oh man, what was the name of that movie? Cold Mountain. Cold Mountain, that's what it was. Renee Zellweger. And she wrings that chicken's neck, and then she's like, let's put her in a pot. So, maybe that's what I should call this. Let's put her in a pot, because I don't know what to call it. And I'm just cubing up my sweet potato, and I'm going to put that in there as well. I love sweet potatoes. Anybody else love sweet potatoes? Like, I could eat sweet potatoes every day, all day long. I've never made a sweet potato pie, but my son's friend, his mother used to make us one every year for Christmas, and she would bring it over on Christmas Eve, and it was so good. She knew it was my husband's favorite, so she would always make it for him. So I added these things first because they take the longest to cook. And then I have a package of garlic, the pre-peeled garlic. So I'm going to add that in there. I'm not even going to cut it up. It's like you win a prize if you get it, because we love garlic. And then I have, of course, an onion, because I love onions. So we have a new grocery store opening up on Thursday. It's called Grocery Outlet. And I know a lot of you guys have them in your town, but we've never had one in our county. And it's opening up Thursday. And seriously, like, everybody's so excited because we only have one grocery store in the whole county. I mean, we need another grocery store or something fair, so it's really exciting. I know you can't buy everything there. I've been told you can't get everything there that doesn't have a lot of produce or meat. I don't know. I've only been to one time in Yuba City, and I wasn't really impressed with that one, but I've heard a lot of people say that they really like them. So I'm only going to put half this onion in here, and I'm going to save the other half for dinner for another night, or when I make tuna fish or something like that. Love the smell of cooking onions and garlic, don't you? So we'll save this out for another time. Alright, so then I have a package of mushrooms, and I always like to keep a package of mushrooms on hand. I use them in egg scrambles, or in spaghetti sauce, or this kind of anything. I don't know, I use mushrooms in a lot. So, like, I have a running list. Does anybody else do that? I have a list on my counter at all times for the grocery store. And so now that I used it, I'll just put it on the list. I try to keep my pantry stocked up with like backups of everything. Like I just emptied a whole, the big can of coffee into my canister. So that means I don't have a can of coffee in the back room in the pantry. So I put it on the list. And I mean, I could realistically go a month without getting coffee, but I just like to have that backup in the back room. You never know. So I worked my shift at work today. I was busy all day. I'm kind of tired. I didn't feel 100% great yesterday. I do feel better today. I don't know. There was a stomach bug going around at work with one of the employees, but what I'm talking about is the customers, because I work in a pharmacy. So of course they're coming in to get their meds because they're sick, and then we end up getting it. Somebody ends up getting it. So hopefully yesterday when I didn't feel that great is my only day. I went all the way to Walmart. I don't know which one's going to air first, this or the one I did of my haul, but went all the way over to Walmart in New York City, so that's an 80-mile round trip for me. I got over there and I was like, man, I don't feel good, but I was not going to just turn around and come back home and waste all that gas. So I just kind of powered through it, So, alright, so there goes my mushrooms are all done. Even if you have frozen peas or whatever you have, I do have some broccoli and asparagus in the refrigerator right now, but it's still really good, so I'll use it for another meal. Okay, so I bought, look at the size of that bell pepper, you guys. I got a bell pepper. This would make excellent stuffed bell peppers. Maybe another day I'll buy some more. They were really good at the store. And I'm not real particular about making it all pretty. It's all going to cook down anyways. So, I'll just stick it in the pot. I love the smell of bell pepper. It's not my favorite to eat cooked, but I don't want to waste it. My husband doesn't mind it, so I'll probably just pick it out. I like bell peppers raw, but I'm not a great fan of them cooked. I'm getting more so lately, but still not 100% on board there. It's so hot here today, you guys. I mean, we're into fall, and it was 101 today. It's going to be the same tomorrow, but by Sunday it's going to be in the 70s. And then it looks like it's going to stay in the 70s after that for a while. So that's really good. So I'm really happy about that. I'm ready for the fall weather. I know some of you guys are already experiencing rain and sweater weather. We're not to that point yet. All right, and then I've got one zucchini here. Zucchini seems to cook up pretty fast. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my sausage first, and then I'll do the zucchini after that. Because zucchini seems to get, seems to get mushy real fast, you know. I love Polish sausage, the kielbasa sausage like this. And they're not very expensive. You used to get them for like 98 cents. I don't think that's what they are anymore, but they're still not real expensive. Maybe $1.98, I'm not really sure. And if you're a small family, I mean, it's only the two of us, but we'll eat this for dinner. We'll have it for lunch. We'll have it for breakfast. So we won't waste it. But if you're a small family, you could just make half the sausage, you know. Bye. And so I'm going to let this cook down, and then I'm going to put this at the very end, and then I'll come back and show you what I have, okay? Bye-bye. All right, you guys. So I let it cook for about 20 minutes, and I did add some Lawry seasoning salt and some garlic salt and a little bit of cinnamon in there is what I did. And just going to get a couple sweet potatoes. I'm just having a little bit tonight because I'm still not feeling 100% to par. I do want some sweet potatoes. So when my husband comes home from church, it will all be ready. So it's awfully hot, so you guys, I'm not going to sample it. So you see all that steam. I'm going to go into the dining room and have my dinner. But so this is super easy. And you can just use whatever vegetables, whatever you have. Even if you have some cashew nuts or some walnuts or pecans you wanted to add to that, it would be great. And, all right, I think I'll just call it the sausage one-pot meal. I don't know. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.